The woman was blindfolded, doing a standard yoga pose, and perfectly dodged the red line around her. Then, with her excellent memory and solid dancing skills, she skillfully crossed all the complicated red lines, and successfully reached the finish line and got the mask. However, her companion Jack reminded her not to be too proud. This is just a rehearsal. 3 days later, they're going to steal a golden mask worth $500 million. The mask is surrounded by invisible infrared rays. The women must steal it in 3 minutes. Let the action begin. The two men arrive early to scout the museum. First, they checked the time with the clocks in the gallery. Then they measured their footsteps to determine the location of the blast. Next, Jack pretended to help the woman with her clothes. He quietly placed a locator in the ground in front of the mask. After the exhibition, they sneaked into the underground river outside the museum, cut through the guardrail, entered the exhibition hall directly underneath. Based on the signal from the locator, they pinpointed the location of the mask, and identified the blast point. After attaching 4 rubber bombs, started counting down. They planned to use the cover of the 12 o'clock bell to blow the floor. As the slabs came off, the floor was completely separated. After Jack set up the infrared detectors, they are ready to enter the exhibition hall. By now, the security guards will be on patrol. The woman has only 3 minutes. Jack looks at the detector and directs her to avoid the infrared rays. After a series of difficult maneuvers, the woman managed to reach the mask. Just as she was about to do it, Jack suddenly stopped her. He's not sure if the infrared rays are still there. At that moment, the woman calmly took out a box of flour, and she blew on it. She found the last infrared ray. Then she typed in the code she'd cracked in advance. The glass cover opened instantly. The next step is the most crucial. There's a gravity sensor underneath the mask. Taking the mask directly will trigger the alarm, and there are only 10 seconds left. The woman carefully puts the blade on the sensor and presses it gently. She successfully takes the mask, and then quickly pulls out the gum in her mouth to stick to the sensor, to avoid setting off the alarm. Then the woman quickly retreats. At that moment, the security guard was patrolling in front of the exhibition hall. He saw that the gold mask had been replaced by a gorilla mask. He panicked, and he rushed to set off the alarm, but it was too late. The woman had already been evacuated.